evening, my little YouTubers. It's been a minute. The last video I posted was on Saturday, and it didn't have any resale stuff in it at all. It was just kind of a family outing where we went and got my oldest daughter's ears pierced for the second time, and the youngest is about to turn, no, she turned 4 yesterday. Hang on, we'll wait for this traffic. And so the youngest turned 4 yesterday, and it was iffy as to whether or not she was going to get hers pierced or not. We didn't know how she would react. She doesn't do good going to the dentist, you know, those kinds of things. So that one was iffy, but she went through with it. And that's a pretty interesting video to watch if you guys haven't checked that out yet. But again, I haven't done anything reselling, and so I wanted to get you guys up to date on what's going on. See if we can get some mountains here in the background. I don't know if you guys can see that very well or not, but it's getting late in the evening and the sun's going to be setting soon. So I thought I'd use that for our background tonight. But sales have been really crazy. I've sold some stuff that have been in my store for a good while, and it was some big ticket items that I thought might just jump right off the shelves, if you will, but they stayed around for a while. But I got some good surprises, and my sales have seemed to pick up in this since Saturday. And I don't know why, but I'm not complaining. Hallelujah, I'm super happy about it. But anyway, let's go through some of these sales. It'll be a short video today, but let's go through some of these sales, or all of the sales, and I'll throw some screenshots up on the screen so you guys can watch them, see what's going on there. The first one here you see, a Rainbow Brite. It's a Christmas album, vintage, from the early 80s, and that sold for $64.99. I paid $1 for it at a yard sale, so boom! Now this next one is collectible die-cast cars. These are 4 Jeff Gordon collectible die-casts, and I had them at first. I had them for $54.99. Then I lowered the price because they had been sitting for a while to $44.99. And I had a really fun negotiation with the guy who ended up buying them. He and I went back and forth on this, offer upon offer upon offer, and I kind of stopped. I mean, they were small. I think he offered $30, and then, I offered $39.99. And then he offered like $32, and I offered, no, the first offer was $40, and he offered $32, and I offered $39.99, so I only took a penny off of it. I was basically saying to him, I'm not budging on this much more. And he came back with another offer, and so I pushed mine back to $40, and then he threw an offer of $39, and I said, all right, you got it, you can have it. But that was a fun negotiation. It almost felt like, like a yard sale, garage sale type negotiation. But anyway, yep, those Jeff Gordons sold for $39. And then these Sony speakers you see here, excuse me, they were, I think, originally $24.99, and they threw out an offer of $10, and I countered with $17, and they took it. So I didn't pay a thing for those. Those were given to me by a coworker whose dad was downsizing, and he did not want to keep the stuff. And I got, let the guy know that gave it to me. I was like, I'm just going to resell this stuff. He said, and he told me, he said, my dad's just happy to be getting rid of it. So if you're willing to take it, he's happy with that. And I was like, sweet. So this next one is an interesting one. This is one that I was talking about. It's been on the shelf, and I thought it might fly off the shelf, but it sat there for a little while. But this one, Kodak Ektographic. It's a slideshow projector, also vintage. I paid $25 for that one and another one that I haven't even listed yet. And so this one sold $149.99. And they live in Texas. Shipping on this thing was like 45 bucks, but again, all these are plus the shipping. So yeah, super excited about this sale. All right, the next one here, a little electronic dictionary in Thesaurus. And this one I sold for $12.99, but I only paid $1 for that. The batteries were dead at the yard sale I picked it up at. And, you know, I used that as a haggling. I was like, look, I don't even know if this thing works, so they gave it to me for $1. Now, I did buy 2 brand new batteries to put in it, which I think were around $7. So I'm in at $8. Sold it for $13, you know, with eBay fees plus shipping. And so with eBay's fees and everything, you know, it's maybe only a $2 profit. But it was an easy peasy pack and sell. Just slide it in a bubble mailer and boom, stick the label on and off it goes. Here's the next one, an air purifier. I don't even remember where I got this. Oh yes, I do. It was at a yard sale a long time ago, before I was making videos or any of that nature, anything of that nature. And I paid around $5 for that. And as you see, sold it for $19.99 plus shipping. So, you know, a decent little profit on that, maybe, you know, $10, $11. And then this next one here is kind of an interesting story. This ceiling fan was accidentally listed. I bought it at an estate sale, and I paid $18 for it at the estate sale, and comps on it were around 40. Well, I accidentally, when I initially listed it, had it with Buy It Now, and I left auction to run it as an auction checked. And so I never did go back in and edit it. I just had the opening bid at like, you know, 20, I guess it was $24.70, because it didn't make, it didn't get any extra bids other than the one bid. The winner won it this week. So anyway, you know, another one, that's a big one to ship to only make a couple bucks off of, but the buyer paid shipping, so whatever, $4 or $5 on that one. Now this one was something I bought off the sale racks, this Jordan, Air Jordan t-shirt. I got this off the sale racks when I was out in Coronado recently, and it was, I think it was on the tag $19.99, maybe something like $17.99 on a clearance rack, but that sticker was not up to date, and the actual price on it was around $13, like $12 and some change. So that one, you see the selling price, and I threw out some offers because I've got 3 of these, and I've had a lot of I've had a lot of views and a couple people watching, but nobody buying yet. So I threw out to the watchers, I threw out an offer of $22.99. No, $21.99, I think. And this guy, he actually didn't accept the offer before it expired, but he emailed me back and he said, hey man, I meant to take your offer, and then, you know, I got busy and I forgot. If you'll send me that offer again, I'll buy it. So boom, I sent it right to him. Boom, he bought it, paid for it. So awesome there. This next one, I'm not going to get into any kind of descriptions here. But I bought these on retail arbitrage at Walmart, and they were $7 a box, regular $15 a box. So I put them on $24.99 with free shipping. Now these things are super light. I just throw them in a poly bag. Obviously, if the boxes get a little crunched up, hopefully no one's going to complain about that. But I give them a nice tight wrap in a poly bag and ship them for free for like $3. So all in all, I'm only making like $3 or $4, you know, on each sale, packaging 2 together. $15 into it, sell it for $25. You know, pay eBay fees of probably like $2. So that's, what's that? That's $8, and then shipping maybe $3. So maybe $5 each. But that was an easy one because I had multiple listings, just had to up the quantity on it. So super excited to move another one of those. Now here's an interesting one, okay, another interesting one, and this is the big banger here for this week's sales. And here you go. Wada bada boom, boom, boom. Check that out. Now, I wish I took home the $1,249, but this was a friend of mine who needed to sell this, and it's a pristine laptop. He bought a lot of upgrades to it, and he kept it in really great condition, and so that one was an easy sell. I sold it within 24 hours of listing it, and anyway, we had come to a co-signing agreement. He and I have discussed, what happens if there are returns, understanding that a return can happen within 30 days. Also, we discussed scammers out there who will buy something and then send you back an empty box, and eBay refunds their money. Even though I have all of my auctions or listings as no returns, you can still get yourself caught up in that because eBay does favor the buyer these days, guys. So don't be misled. Even though you may mark your items as no returns, eBay will 9 times out of 10 side with a buyer. So if we sell them a laptop and they put bricks in the box and send us back the box with bricks in it, as soon as USPS marks that item as delivered, eBay will refund them their $1,250. And so what have you got in your hands? You got a box of bricks. They got $1,250 off of you. Now, you can get refunded, but you've got to go through the heartache of it. Nonetheless, my friend and I, we discussed all of these things and came to agreements. Any costs will be split 50-50, returns, all of that jazz. But the profit at the end of the day, on this particular one, he wanted to do, a lot of times he does 50-50 with me if I co-sign with him, but on this particular one, because it was such a high-end laptop, we split 60-40, and unfortunately I was on the lower end, but hey, for the work involved that I had to do to get 40% of that is awesome. Now, we take 40% of the net pay, or the net, money that we received out of it. So 40% for me was about $400, and he got $640, and he got $640, and I got right at $400, a little over $400, I think. So super excited about that one. And then this last little auction here, this last little listing here was these 4 DVDs, Leapfrog educational DVDs. They're not always a real quick sell, but any kinds of children's educational DVDs usually are pretty solid. They usually sell pretty well. And I paid, this was a bundle deal at a yard sale a couple months ago, and I may have paid $2 for those 4 DVDs. So, that leaves $11 profit on that. Then you take out your eBay fees, probably another $2. So I'm down to $9, and they paid shipping on that. So, I'm profiting on that. $8 or $9. Well, yep, then you gotta, about $8 or $9. So, it's super excited about that. But, that's it. That's what I've got for you today. I have been doing a good bit of sourcing, and I've got some interesting stuff to show you. Some of it retail arbitrage, and some of it is Goodwill finds. So I'll try to get that video up soon. Crazy busy. Sorry if anybody's waiting on anything. With all 12 subscribers I have, I don't think I'm going to upset too many people. But for anybody out there, if you're waiting on the next video, I'll get it up to you as soon as I can. And thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you coming by. We appreciate you stopping by to spend a little time with us. And I'll see you next time. Kevin on the Kevin and Anna Show. See ya.